Hey, this is Mike with M&M Video. How are you doing today? So we're not on the bike today. We're in the truck. We're actually going to go out and I am looking to get a GoPro Hero Black 7. I've been highly debating this, watching a lot of videos, 2-week reviews and 30-day reviews, and I'm not quite sure that the Hero Black 7 is quite up to the same quality as my Sony X3000. However, it is more durable, and it's looking like they got rid of the fish eye or the wall eye, whatever you want to call it. The audio seems to actually be a lot better now, and probably something that if it's not perfect, I can probably work with a little bit of post-production. I don't do much. I basically just cut, splice, and up the volume of audio, not so much refine it. I am videoing this trip though on my Hero 6. So instead of my Sony, I just figured it was a fitting way to do this. And I've got a couple of charged up batteries ready for the 7, so that after we get it, I can shoot a little bit of footage on the way home, and you can see what the one looks like in the truck as far as shaking and everything else, and stabilization and audio compared to the other. So here in a few minutes we'll be out here at one of my favorite stores, the Navy Exchange. If you didn't know, I am a military veteran, and so I get to shop there and save on the sales tax. But they're also running a special on them this weekend, and then I've got a scratcher that gives me a discount, but I don't know what the discount is until I choose the little choice between 1 of 3 scratch offs, and it can be anywhere from 5, I think, to 25% discount. So $20 off to start on the camera, plus at least another $5 discount. That's at least another $15. So we're going to do the Navy Exchange today. Hopefully I get a better scratcher than just 5%, but we'll see what we get. Hope they have them in stock too. Sometimes they go quick and it can take them a while to restock. Hey, I'm back, and here we are on the new GoPro Hero Black 7, or 7 Black, and right now it has all its basic factory set presets on, so we'll see how it turns out. I did unbox it in the truck. I tried to connect it to my phone. I was having problems. I deleted my app and re-downloaded my app. Still couldn't add it to my phone. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because I was able to add my Hero 6 Black just fine after I re-downloaded the app. So it's probably on me, something I'm doing, I don't know. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Here in a second we'll turn this thing around and give you a view down the road, and we'll see how it shoots down the road. There's down the road. I won't lie, I do not have the best mount here. It is actually attached to a rubber pad on the dash. Gives it a lot more bounce in it than it would if I went straight to the windshield with the suction cup, but I want to see how this stabilization does. Okay, we're back again here. Made a couple of changes on the camera. I changed the raw audio quality processing from off to high, and I have changed the ISO settings from the crazy 1600 they were set at to a range of 100 to 400 from most of the stuff that I've been hearing from a lot of the other reviews. This thing think that's played with it, and they think that's the best. Probably you have more problems when they left it in auto with the full range. So we'll compare the footage, and you and I both can judge it together here shortly. So this is, by the way, is a real bumpy road, so the stabilization is on. I am curious to see how it does. I'm also really curious to see how well the wide angle gets rid of the walleye or fisheye out of the 6. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, now we're up to highway speeds. Now the road is smoother because I have off-road tires on my truck. You get a lot more small vibration in the camera. I can see it in the mount. We'll see how that comes up. I think once we get done, I'm headed over to the Harley dealership right now to pick up a couple things for my bike, and I think on the way back what we'll do is we will, instead of having this on this rubber mount that seems to have a lot of extra bounce in it for some reason, we'll probably suction cup it straight to the windshield and see how that works. Okay, so here we are on the suction cup directly to the windshield, and now the GoPro moves exactly with the truck, so we'll see how that comes out on the what do you call it, stabilization. I did notice one thing earlier that I was really pleased about. I don't know if this was intentional. I don't know if this is a problem with my 6 Black, but the 7 Black on the Wi-Fi setting downloads photos or videos to my phone much quicker than my 6 did. And that's a big thing for me, because a lot of times when I go camping and I go out on motorcycle trips in the evening or the early morning, over the evening I will download while I'm sleeping from my phone or from the camera of my phone, and in the morning before I get out and do whatever I'm going to do in my quiet time, I will put together my videos and publish them. So I'm not the guy that normally is always taking my SD card out and plugging it into my laptop or my desktop and transferring my images that way. I do it much more often via Wi-Fi, whether it's to my phone or to my iPad. So I find that really, really convenient. I have noticed too that it seems to pick up my voice commands a lot better, or at least understands me better. I don't know if that's an update in the firmware or not. Although my 6 did have all of its updates for the firmware, but I don't know if they only update the firmware to a certain point and stop, because that last firmware update's 7, 8, 9 months old. Maybe they just quit updating and go on to the next product. I don't know. So, but I have found things so far already that I really like. The user interface on the back of the touchscreen. I do find the touchscreen much more responsive than my 6. I find the way the menu works a lot easier for me to understand. Although I won't lie, I didn't get really competent with the 6 because I didn't like the photo or my video quality, and I didn't like the interface on it. So I, very shortly after buying it, I upgraded to my Sony X3000. So, which I really like the video quality. I like the sound on the X3000. It does record in stereo. I haven't checked out whether, I'm not sure whether or not this does it or not. I haven't looked at the specs, and I haven't actually tried to record in video on it yet. I'll have to do that at some point. But this camera, even though the X3000 isn't much larger, the GoPro, in its size and the way it's situated, and the fact that it's a lot more durable, or at least feels more durable in my hands than my Sony, unless I have the waterproof case on it, and that's really solid. But then you get no sound, or very muffled sound on it. So, you know, a lot of people say they had that love-hate relationship with the GoPro. I definitely did with my 6. I didn't have any GoPros before that. Any of my recording, well, I just found a problem there. I said recording. Okay, from now on, I'm not going to use the R word. I'm going to say film instead. All my videos that I made before I bought the 6, I either did from my iPhone or from my my regular camera, my DLR. I got a real nice T6 Canon, all the bells and whistles. So I didn't have a whole lot to go off before that to compare it to. So yeah, 90% or better of my video was shot on iPhones, iPhone 6 and before, just because carrying the big camera around, unless I was going to do something very specific, was a real pain. You know, that's neither here nor there, it's just a fact. So we will finish downloading all my video, and we will edit it and take a look at it, and I'll do a short debrief on it and tell you what I think.
Okay, so I have edited most of my footage, or this footage, and I haven't done anything to the footage other than chop some of it off and I'll chop some of it off and put it in order. It is all raw footage as far as color and picture and all that goes. And I'm going to say, compared to my definitely big improvement over my 6, and it is comparable to my Sony X3000, which means I'm probably going to start using this a lot more, because like I said, it is durable. I do appreciate your time, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks. This has been Mike with M&N Video.